In this video, we'll be looking at question number 15 from HSC Standard Maths 2020 exam. This question came from the topic of probability. Generally, these questions can vary from easy to very hard as well. This question was more like on the moderate side. So let's go to the question. What you're given is there is a table that looks like this. It has got each of the boxes 1 to 8. There's a standard die with 6 faces labeled 1 to 6, and what happens is that you roll a die and it will land in one of these boxes. If it doesn't land on the box, then they're gonna roll it again. And what they're saying is that the score is calculated by multiplying the value that's shown where it lands, and you multiply it with what's shown on the dice. So if the dice is showing 2 and it lands on 5, then the score would be 10, 5 times 2. And then the question is asking, what is the probability of getting a score of 6? So let's take this out. You first need to figure out how can you get a score of 6 before even calculating the probability. What are the different ways that you can get a 6? So if this is dice, let's make some combinations. If this is dice and this is where it lands on the table, one way this can happen is if the dice comes out as 3 and it lands on 2, then 3 times 2 is 6, right? Opposite is also true. If the dice comes out as 2 and it lands on 3, then that's 6 as well. Another way is if dice shows 1 and it lands on 6 on the table. Again, opposite, if it is 6 on the dice and it lands on 1. So these are the 4 different ways in which you can get a score of 6. Now comes the question of what is the probability, right? So let's work them out for each of them. For dice to show 3, the probability is 1 over 6. Total outcomes are 6, and there is one outcome of having a 3. And for table, there are total outcomes are 8, and having a 2 out of 8 is 1 over 8. It's one of all the outcomes. That's same for pretty much all of them. 1 by 6 by 1 by 8, 1 by 6. Right, and what you will get would be 1 over 48 for all 4 of them. So your total probability would be the sum of these, which would be 4 over 48, and if you simplify it a bit, it would be 1 divided by 12. So your answer would be B.